Hello and welcome to this very special episode of By the Way. It is very often said that it's a woman who not just makes and takes care of a household, but is also important in the way a country, a mankind, a human race is nurtured. And today, on this occasion of Mother's Day, we have these four gorgeous mums here with us who are going to help us understand what is it like to be a mum in today's times. Have things really changed? Because we have a grandmother here too, and she has played two roles over a period of time. So what is it like to be a mother today? Very quickly, could we have a round of introduction from you?
So my name is Pooja Talwar. My daughter is 8 years old. Currently I'm on a sabbatical, that's what I want to tell myself. I come from a human resource background and still trying to figure out a few things for myself, but at the moment I feel I want to be a good mother.
I'm Neha Goenka. I have two kids, 8, 7 and 3. One's a son, one's a daughter. Right now I'm in the midst of launching my own startup.
Okay.
And so effectively 3 babies. And things have been fluid for a while.
My name is Raj Lakshmi Dubey. I'm 68 years old. I'm a grandmother of 3 kids.
Wow.
2 of my sons, 1 my daughter.
Right.
I have a daughter and a son. I'm retired now, but I do a lot of voluntary work. I teach deaf children.
I'm Gitanjali Kashyap, mother of 2, Arjun and Adya. Arjun 12, Adya 8, and I'm an artist. So a balancing act between my art and another
art
creative
at
act being a mom. So it's fun. Both are fun.
Super. Great. Thank you for being here. Let's quickly get into the discussion. I think my first question is going to be to you. You've raised a son and a daughter, and that must have been at least about 15-20 years back before they would have left home for their studies and work, etc. And now you have grandchildren, and you see them being parented, and because you're here, you must be parenting them yourself. What is the difference? How has motherhood changed to what it is now?
Oh, there's a huge difference because the difference is like 55 years.
Right.
So when my children were growing up, I was a happy housewife.
Yeah.
My work was only to look after the children, their homework, pack their tiffins, and that's it.
Right.
But my next generation, they started working, my daughter.
Right.
And then when I see them, she's running around the whole day. What a stressful life. We had a much easier life.
But how, you just said your daughter is working, how does that work with the kids? How does it, is there any difference? How are the kids? Are the kids more independent because their mothers are working? Or do you think they're more pampered, if I may say, because the mother has less time for them?
The mother is slightly, she feels guilty about leaving a child. But she has somebody to look after her.
Right.
But it's a different scene altogether. Like we had total focus on the children.
Right.
Nothing else.
Gitanjali, what do you have to say? You're a painter and you move out of the house for large spans of time because of painting and your work, and you have 2 kids who are very close in age. How does it work? Is it emotional when you get back home, or things are hunky-dory?
Oh well, hunky-dory. Quite the contrary, opposite end of the spectrum. It's just like everything's on hold, waiting for the doorbell to ring for you to enter, and there you have it lined up for you, and you're like, this happened, right from this one pitched me to the homework is not yet completely done, to this is the test and everything, and then you have to just calm yourself down, take a deep breath, calm them down, and start from scratch. It's literally like, you went 6 hours rewind, and then you have to start from scratch. Okay, the day begins now, let's plan.
So do you think it's a lot of onus on the mother? Is it like almost having a remote control with you all the time and telling yourself, calm down? Is it like
It's a constant auto-suggestion you have to, because in that moment, if you react, which I do oftentimes, you realize everything goes for a toss. They are just waiting to unleash on you. So you have to, in that moment, remind yourself, respond. Don't react.
If I go back a year ago, I blindly followed the predominant parenting paradigm, which was all about which is very dogmatic, which is very dictatorial, because I thought that's what a mother's supposed to be. I own my child, so I will decide everything for her. And then there came a time, it is almost like an epiphanic moment for me, when I realized that the abyss between what she really is and what I want her to be is only growing, and that's
Right.
all because of me.
Right.
Because I wanted her to be this perfect child, because I wanted to be this uber cool mother who has the smartest kid.
Right.
And in all of that, I realized that this is not what I really want to be. At the end of it all, motherhood has to be a journey which is fulfilling, which is beautiful.
A lot of us are nuclear families, and Neha, I know that you don't live in a nuclear setup, and I think that's going to be an interesting discussion, because nowadays more and more people are getting into the nuclear setup. The parents are working, the mothers are working, and the children are with the maids and the nannies most of the times. How does, in today's context, you are an independent working person, do you thank your stars you're still in a joint family setup?
Yeah, I do.
And how does it work?
So, every time I tell someone I'm in a joint family setup, they're like, "You're living with your mother." And it doesn't end at that, because when you have adults living in the same household, you will have disagreements in any kind of setup, whether you're living in university with flatmates, roommates, what have you. So to that extent, yeah. But when it comes to the children, I think I'm blessed because the in-laws are really supportive, and we have a grandmom here who's really involved with the grandchildren.
So how do you be a good mother then? When there's just so much of things happening, there's so many things pulling in all directions. What do you do? What keeps you sane as a mother?
Well, my art. I couldn't be more blessed than this, and I think the only reason that I'm able to have a proper perspective and is because there are moments when I just can zoom out of all of this and realize that yes, this is it, but it's just a part of it all. It's not just it. Otherwise, you get so sucked into it, to doing the right thing, the perfect thing, the perfect mom, as you said, that you lose your perspective and you forget that there's other things to life as well. The kids also need the time away from you and your constant attention and focus on them, because they don't grow otherwise.
How do you see competition nowadays? I see mums fretting all the time. Kid has schoolwork and there's play and there's athletics and there's sports and football. Do you think it happened earlier?
Much too busy.
Much too busy? No time to
They
stand
have no
and
me
stare?
time. They have no me time. I have to go to the badminton class, I have to go for my piano class. Okay, I'm not. Then I must do this well, and now I'm learning jazz. Where is the me time for us, to just look at the ant and it is going in its own hole? We don't have any time. We used to look at caterpillars, just doing nothing.
So all those things are getting messed up. You're actually taking kids out for vacations to see ants.
Yeah.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
If you had an extra, a lakh of rupees with you right now, what are you going to do with it, or what are you going to buy?
I'm just gonna go on a holiday. That's all I want to do.
She'll buy a beautiful house for herself.
For herself? Alone?
No, but she'll be with everyone, but she'll set it up really nice and all.
What annoys you the most about your child or makes you most angry?
Well, when he knows this is the right thing to do and this is what is ideally okay for me in the long run, but he will do the exact opposite just to bug me or prove a point that you know what, I know, but here it is.
I want to see a movie, but she doesn't go.
Why?
She goes to a coffee shop, and then she relaxes, and then she buys stuff for herself, and then she comes back. She would scold me a lot, and then she'll cancel my TV, and she won't let me go down or do anything, and then she'll give me extra studies.
When you go with your granddaughter to a mall, you enter the mall, what do you think is the first shop that she would like to enter?
I think she'll look at dresses.
We go shopping to stores like H&M and Zara, and then we have coffee at Starbucks.
What is the best thing that you like about your husband? We're also getting husbands here.
Yeah, I know. Unexpected. Well, because we're in the context of kids, I think he's really supportive with the kids.
I don't have any good thing, but the bad thing is they keep fighting the whole day onward. As soon as the mother comes back from office and the father, they start shouting all over the place.
If you and your son had to plan a holiday together, what kind of holiday would that be?
I think a camping trip, trekking, mountaineering, camping with a backpack, less is more, just the two of us.
I don't like the places she goes to. I mean, she goes to soulful, peaceful places, but I don't like those. I like to go to upbeat places.
What do you love the most about your son?
He's very open to things around him, so he's very observant and loves to talk about things that he observes. So I like having these discussions with her.
I'll pretend I won't show my mother a diary. Then I'll pretend that everything is gone as per the time, and then the yesterday's homework I'll do in the carpool class itself. I'll get rid of that work, and then I'll tell my mother I forgot to submit the work. I'll submit it tomorrow.
Your kid hasn't finished her homework. Dad is traveling out of town.
Which is very realistic.
Yeah. The nanny's on chutti, and you've just entered the house after a long day. What's going to be your reaction?
So my reaction would be now is in the being rather than doing. I've done enough of yelling at her and seen that I reach nowhere.
Right.
So now I would just let her be, face the music, the consequences. If she can finish it herself, great. If she doesn't, she'll have to go and face the music.
My mother what she would do is she would say, what have you done? You can't even manage somebody who's so small. You know, he's younger to you, and you know, you're the worst person. You can't leave any responsibility on you.
Okay. Tell me, when your daughter goes to school, what do you think she's thinking you're doing at home?
And she, you know, at home she just takes my dog for a walk, and like she has her yoga sir coming, and then she has to cook, and that's all.
Do you think there's one thing that you think your child is proud about you? What is it, Bhakti?
My diligence. And I'm proud of it myself.
She makes me study properly for tests.
Okay.
I think time.
That you give
He's
to him.
appreciative, I think, to some extent, the time.
By the time
he takes
that you
out,
give him.
She keeps encouraging me for everything.
She likes everything because I asked her in the morning. I said, you better tell me what is it you don't like. No, Nani, I like everything about you.
How nice.
She never gives up on me.
What about you, Gitanjali?
I think he's appreciative of the fact that I have a passion and I pursue it to the hilt.
She works really hard.
She makes me study for tests.
So if your mom had 1 lakh rupees, what do you think she would buy?
Buy jewelry.
She'll buy me a house. Buy a BMW 7 Series. A bed for me.
So what do you think her favorite food is?
Rajma chawal.
Pizza.
Chicken tandoori. I'm kidding, I'm a veg. Seafood and chicken.
What do you think your mother loves about your papa, daddy? Or hates something about him?
That he always does what he promises. My mother loves my father. My father never does everything according to my mother.
What is the one thing that your mother lets you do but your dad doesn't allow it?
My mom doesn't allow me half of the things.
My father doesn't allow me to eat bubble gum, but my mother does allow me to eat bubble gum. My father doesn't buy a dog, but my mother wants to buy a dog.
You haven't done your homework. How would she react? Yeah.
I just act funny.
I think she would scold me a little bit.
She would, the first time she wouldn't scold me, and then the second time also, but the third, after that, she'll say, I've told you so many times, why don't you listen then?
Is there any food that you don't like but your mother forces you to eat?
Yeah. Dal, chawal, lauki, torai, karela. There's a lot of stuff.
Pasta.
You don't like pasta?
Beans. She stuffs it in my mouth. I don't like it at all.
One thing that you're proud about your mother?
She works hard to earn money. She makes me study for tests and works really hard.
Message that you have to give to your mothers for Mother's Day?
Pull yourself down. Nothing.
That she is the best and a lot of other stuff.
That the way she does everything for me is good for me.
Okay.
I love her. I love my mother a lot.
I would like to say this poem for her. Roses are red, violets are blue, mothers like you are really few.
So one thing that you love about your mother?
I love everything. Nothing. She's very affectionate.
She makes amazing food. I'm living in hostel, so I really miss homemade food.
मेरी मम्मा बहुत प्यारी है. मेरी मम्मा बहुत अच्छी है. वो मुझे सब कुछ दिलाती है.
If there's 1 lakh rupees, what would she buy?
On her own stuff.
तो आपको मम्मा के बारे में सबसे अच्छी चीज़ क्या लगती है?
मम्मी कभी अपने बारे में नहीं सोचते, हम लोगों के बारे में सोचते हैं.
One thing I don't like about her, you want to change?
Sometimes, she becomes like a spy.
Thank you. I think it's been great. We've seen a lot of aspects of how motherhood has changed from time gone by a few years back to what it is now. The stress, the run, nuclear families, trying to manage everything. I think it's all there, but at the end of it, whatever said and done, even if all the mothers are stressed and they're angry or whatever it is, A child is a child. And I think nothing, what I understand and see all these women talking about is, there's nothing like being a mom. Thank you so much for watching this. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.